I was a heroin addict in the Lower East Side of Manhattan in the 1990s as a teen. I got clean at 21 years old after years of abuse. I got married at 26 to my amazing and beautiful wife. She knows. Addict. I spent all these years not even really thinking that much about the concept of relapsing. It had been so long. I still thought about it, but with marriage and my kids and everything, the thought of it was just so ridiculously out of sight to even consider trying it again. 3 weeks ago. It was my friend's birthday. He is 4 years younger than me, so of course he wants to go to some cool hip sketchy bar club thing in Bushwick. I got drunk, really drunk. I hadn't really drank much at all in the past few years, so my tolerance was way lower than expected. There was a dealer outside and a few other junkies nearby. I don't even fully remember what happened, I just remember going with them, abandoning my friend at the bar, it was like, and going to some apartment and shooting up. I spent the night there, then all the way until noon the next day. I had 10 missed calls. I panicked when I came out of my daze. I told my wife I had gotten way puking and my phone was out of battery, so I stayed at Charlie's house. She was disappointed I didn't tell her, but also thought it was funny because she used to tease me for not being able to handle my liquor. This was a "I told you so" moment. She had told me not to drink too much before I went to the bar. She wasn't even in New York, she was at a summer house with the kids in Massachusetts. I spent the next 4 days until they got back just riddled with anxiety, urges to get horrific mind zaps, I don't even know what to call them. It was, in some ways, worse than my withdrawal symptoms when I first was an addict. Not because of the physical feeling, but the horrible mental feeling of what I was possibly giving my wife and kids. I wanted to fucking get more so badly. I left my house to find heroin 4 fucking times. 4 times, I gave up to get more, but wasn't able to find any and snapped back to reality and went back home. I still thank fucking God I did not somehow run into some street dealer during those 4 times. I would have absolutely done it. I feel like everything I thought about myself, that my addiction was behind me, that I had beat heroin, it was all gone. I am not going to say I am back at square one or anything, I am not. But I feel like something inside of me has reset. My unwavering strength against addiction was broken at the slightest temptation. I still am weak. Heroin is so much stronger than me. It's truly unbelievable how my aunt had cancer. She beat it. Then it came back soon after, and she beat it again. It didn't come back, and we loved how strong she was for fighting her cancer and that she had overcome it. She lived with us. I remember her feeling of strength after her 2nd year of not having cancer, her 3rd year. Her 6th year, it finally felt like it was gone for good. Her thinking it's finally behind me now, it's a part of my past, and then it just fucking came back. 9 years after her first diagnosis, it came back and killed her. I remember her feelings. And how she felt about it. So many years after she thought it had gone away. That is how I feel. Like a cancer which I thought I got rid of a decade ago just showed back up on my screening. The first 5 to 6 after I tried it that time outside the bar were the worst. My kids and wife have come back. The urges mostly went away the second I saw my kids. I hugged them so damn hard. And I never told my family happened, nor will I ever. My wife never understood that side of me, she met me 5 whole years after I was clean. I just cannot have her know, ever. I won't do it again. I am planning on not drinking to excess like that again. Except maybe in very specific situations like at the summer house, where there is no option of drugs. I mean, not like I want to get drunk again like that, but just in case I ever want to get loose. I am never doing that in the city again. I am still about 90% sure that I won't ever touch heroin again. I am still positive in myself about it. It's just, it used to be 99% sure. That is what fucking terrifies me. I said heroin is stronger than me. It is than me. But the reason I won't ever do it again is that it isn't stronger than my family, my wife and kids. I don't care about how good it feels, I will not subject my wife and children to me being an addict. I would rather just kill myself than that.
I am proud of you. Yep, definitely get tested to make sure you didn't catch anything from the needles you used.
I agree. Tell your wife she is a genuine struggle against your own addiction.
We all are.
Okay, this is gonna be painful. Stop drinking alcohol. You are an addict. Addicts do what addicts do. Congratulations on kicking heroin. Now work on kicking alcohol.
Thank you for this raw-ass confession. Thank you, BZZRGD.
I know for me alcohol is a major trigger for cocaine use. I have given up alcohol completely as I don't trust my decisions on it.
Came here to say this: your PCP can run all the tests and HIPAA protects the information since AITA does not want his family to know. Hope he is tested for disease too. We don't need to sign your name off on Reddit comments or not letters Cluxy. How about I do anyway? Despac 3PO.
Telling his wife may cause more harm than good. He'd take it to a counselor first and work from there.
Yup, HIV, Hep B, C, D, E, B, V, CMV, these can all be spread. The needles op should at least get tested for the hepatitis viruses and HIV.
I agree. Maybe tell a close one-day sibling therapist even. I hope sharing here helped, and I hope you stay strong, man. Do it for your family. Do it for you. God, this is hard to swallow. I definitely was thinking up whilst doing too much wrong until I read this post. Thank you for writing this up. It's helped me today too.
Shit, you could almost catch the whole alphabet. This is 2-suboxone method and would be totally contraindicated at this point.
MH therapy of some kind would be more effective. 100 agree with all of this. Op should read and consider.
I agree with this guy.
You'll blacklist that guy. S number anyone who isn't supportive and respectful of a recovering addict should be cut out. It was a major part of me kicking meth.
I am 1 year clean from opiates and glad to hear you didn't. For relapse we all fall off. It's how you handle it and
Get back on the wagon, which is most important.
This was my fight, man. 6 years off alcohol and I still dabbled with drugs and I'm on a methadone program. Get me drunk and we are going for dope.
I think Op needs to be very careful about this. Meetings are a great place to score drugs and meet other people that may be there
Looking to take advantage of people that are in a bad place.
That is so sad. C3PO, play yourself. 6-6 shift. No way. He needs to put it behind him and act like it never happened. Telling his wife is just going to create drama and keep his mind on it.
Borrow a common phrase. I wish you weren't right about this, but you absolutely are source I am.
A recovering alcoholic or heroin addict. Not to mention alcohol itself being addictive.
Block his number, and then delete it. I am deadly serious. First, accept what you did. Second, don't put yourself in situations where you can be led into temptation physically or mentally. I would not even consider drinking again. TBH.
I hope you got tested for HIV or whatever else you catch from sharing needles with junkies. God forbid you infect your wife.
This writing it out on Reddit helps make everything he said real, but actually saying it out loud to real people sitting directly in front of you is what makes it stick.
This very much op relapse is not something that necessarily has to break a relationship, but loss of trust almost always is.
Therapist seems like the best option for keeping this confidential.
If you can even trust your life partner, who the hell can you trust?
No seedlings 0.
Chipping in on the top comment to say I second this, proud of you op.
For being able to expel this raw honesty.
If you can tell your wife you need a sponsor next.
Time you feel the urge to hunt some H, go find an AA meeting. How?
Even an AA meeting, good luck, pal.
You did fully relapse, dude, just take it one day at a time.
Unless you brought your own needles, there are all kinds of risks you need to tell your wife.
Why isn't this the #1 post-alcohol as a drug, whether or not people want to?
Believe it, it's way more of a gateway drug than weed. The more common one is hepatitis C. Hopefully they weren't used needles.
I'm right with these smart positive people, and mimicking what they said. Very, very proud of you. Stay strong, you got this. Make sure you get tested, however. For your wife's sake at least.
I disagree. He made a mistake and should tell his wife. She will find out.
At some point it is better to be upfront with someone, especially someone you told you would be with through thick and thin.
Yes, 100, yes, all of it.
Deep added man, I'm seriously proud of you and your wife.
And how quickly you responded. No.
No, I just made it up, but I'm flattered. At the very least, maybe talking to a therapist or one that specializes in
Drug abuse would be such a bad idea. I think I just know hiding it usually just
lets it fester, but everyone is different.
You're woefully misinformed, and so are the 100 plus people who
upvoted you. This is bad advice.
I would like to put 1,000,000 upvotes on this.
Please explain about sex. Is it the needles or something else too?
So say we all. I hear that. I am very anti-violence, but of all the people that people insist ought to be punched at as a dealer.
Like this, that comes closest to someone I
would want to see punched.
You better have a conversation with your wife, IV transmission and all.
This don't fucking tell her, don't tell friends or family, go away.
Meeting with strangers, get it out if you have to, but don't figure.
Loved one's fears. But alcohol isn't a drug or s.
I hope your wife doesn't use Reddit.
I would tell your wife.
You likely are also an alcoholic, so you should.
Never drink or it will happen again.
He did. Thousands of PPL are commenting here.
Someone has been watching Breaking Bad recently.
You assumed a new needle before I reread.
Yup, I am in the same boat, 29 and smoking since I was 18. Also ULL, make it through this breakup.
My dude, just gotta give it time and never
go back, just like nicotine.
I would like to put 1,000,000 upvotes on this as well. Maybe smoke weed instead of drinking if he feels the urge to consume.
Something I guess weed would not make him try heroin.
Again, it would maybe even make him more afraid of it.
That sounds familiar. Is it from All Quiet on the Western Front?
I know I am not the first to say it in this thread, but you shouldn't drink anymore. Either sober is sober for a reason.
Came close. I hope you'll find recovery and understand this is a relapse.
You need to tell your wife about this, the fact that you are hiding it.
It's not healthy for you or your marriage.
Liquor before beer, don't do heroin.
We all make mistakes, just get yourself tested for bloodborne illnesses.
50 years, I can't even fathom that. I just took 3 years. That's amazing, man.
Are you making bleeding since your relapse? This was a relapse, don't minimize, go.
Find a room of like-minded people and do the spiritual work. Don't compare your addiction to heroin to cancer. People never want it.
Cancer and got it. You chose to take heroin.
He told us.
It's as easy as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. Proud of what he said he wove, done it again, but he could score. I have a friend in recovery and what little I know I'll do it second hand.
From her experience, tells me this is also right.
Get tested for HIV before you have sex with your wife.
It's there for life, my friend, keep busy.
Keep up the good fight, I'm proud of you.
Go get yourself tested too if you shared noodles with some random.
Think easy cold caught hepatitis, and you don't wanna share that shit with your wife.
Tell your wife.
You sir are an idiot.
Maybe you should have done fucking heroin.
Stories like yours are why I don't trust addicts. You never change. And you will always be an addict.
You just bottle it all up, that is proven to work great.
I agree with you 100. Listen to their shot. I'm plenty can get that makes heroin. Ineffective naltrexone, they'll be pretty sure about it.
Yes, there is a once-a-month injection, but is now available that kills or lessens the cravings and you cannot get high from any
Opioid if you do relapse.